I think most people are aware that it can be very hard to focus when you have ADHD, even if it's something you're interested in. But if you are truly interested in the thing, as in it's one of your passions, chances are you can hyper-focus on it, which can also have negatives because, everything else gets deleted and you can't stop doing that thing. The hardest thing is doing something that you don't want to do. And this might sound like a weird complaint. Everybody might be going, well, yeah, I don't have ADHD and I struggle doing things I don't want. But I don't mean necessarily that you won't do it. There are plenty of things that you might not want to do, but you do it because there are other reasons to do it. There are certain things that I don't like doing. Sometimes, for example, putting in the practice of a certain programming language to get better at it, that can be a bit of a ball ache. But I want to do it because I want to get better, but I'm not interested in the practice, for example. And the medication has made it easier for me to actually focus and learn additional programming languages. But when it comes to a task where not only is it something I don't particularly want to do, but I don't see any purpose to it, the medication still doesn't help on that. Right now at work, I'm doing this thing where we have to do this Azure DevOps security thing, and it's basically about half a day's training, and it should be something that it's just reading and reading and reading and reading. But I can't stay focused on it at all because it's not something that actually ties into anything I do yet. And it's not presented in a way that seems relevant to me or my job. I understand it's a requirement and it's something that in the future it might be something I'm subjected to, but right now, it's just so irrelevant to what I'm doing. I don't see any purpose in doing it. And I've spent some of yesterday and today going through the first part. So it's basically the first part's supposed to take 2 hours. And it's just so difficult for me to stay on point. And just to be clear, it's not just being distracted, it's the active memory. As I'm reading things, it's not going on, and I'm getting to the next line and going, wait, what? And having to reread and reread and reread. And yes, sometimes my mind's wandered off to something else, or sometimes it just seems to be that I've read the line and gone, that's gone. That's just gone out of my mind. And it's not stuff that I shouldn't understand for any reason. Yeah, some of it is stuff I'm not subjected to, so it won't be stuff in my day-to-day work, but it's not necessarily overly complex. It's just the fact that I cannot stay engaged with it on any level.